Hello, English learners, and welcome to another great lesson with us here at 𝗉𝗡. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica.
And today we're bringing you a great upper intermediate lesson.
That's right. We're going to talk about a topic that's been in the news recently. And this topic is...
the bird flu.
That's right.
So can you tell us what the bird flu really is?
Basically, the story is a lot of chickens and birds keep getting this disease. And they've managed to pass this disease to humans. And the fear is that humans will start to pass this disease to each other. And a huge, huge number of people in the world could get really sick.
Okay.
Yes.
So it sounds scary.
Well, it may be a little bit scary, but we do have some interesting language. We've got language to talk about a disease and language that you might use in a planning meeting at work.
All right. So let's start by looking at our vocabulary preview for this dialogue.
Vocabulary preview.
Okay, the first word on our vocabulary preview today is contingency plan.
Contingency plan.
Contingency plan.
Contingency plan.
So a contingency plan is a
plan that you make to prepare for an emergency.
So like a backup plan.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yep.
Contingency plan. And our last word for the vocabulary preview today is pandemic.
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 So a pandemic is something scary.
Well, yes. It's an event where a disease affects a lot of people. Like we're talking millions of people.
Okay.
And it spreads very quickly.
Uh-huh.
And it goes international.
Okay, so a disease that spreads very fast and goes everywhere.
Exactly.
Okay.
Pandemic.
Okay, so we're ready to listen to our dialogue. We are going to be at a business meeting where people are talking about a contingency plan.
Well, right. Let's move to our next order of business. As many of you are aware, in recent weeks there has been a lot of media coverage surrounding this bird flu issue. And it's come to my attention that our company lacks any sort of bird flu contingency plan.
Basically, we need to come up with a clear plan. We need to outline specific actions that our company can take to maintain critical business functions in case a pandemic strikes.
So what I'd like to do is first appoint someone to look after drafting our plan. Ralph, I'd like you to head up this project.
Sure, no problem. What issues do you want me to consider?
Well, let's see. There are a few points we need to be thinking about. First, I'll need you to analyze our numbers and figure out what kind of financial impact an outbreak might have.
You'll also need to think about how we can avoid any of our employees getting infected. Think of ways to reduce employee-customer contact, perhaps some IT solutions that will allow our people to work from home.
I guess you'll need me to forecast employee absences as well, right? And I'll think about the impact this will have on our clients. Hey, what about vaccines? Should we be thinking about getting vaccines for our employees?
Exactly right. So I'll leave this to you, and well, we'll review the draft plan in 2 weeks. Okay, so anyone want to order some KFC for lunch?
All right, what an ironic meeting. They are talking about the bird flu and they are going to have chicken.
Yes, after sneezing all over.
Yeah, I guess now we could take a look at our language takeaway for this dialogue.
Language takeaway.
We heard a lot of really useful language in this dialogue, and right now we're going to look at 4 different words from the dialogue. The first one is critical.
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 We've got some examples of this word that'll help us to understand the meaning, so let's listen.
Example 1.
It's absolutely critical that we increase our sales. If not, the company will go bankrupt.
Example 2. We have a critical shortage of food. If we don't get help, people will die. Example 3.
This is a critical step in the process. You can't make a mistake here.
So when something's critical, it's basically...
really important, really urgent.
Right. Okay, great word. Critical. The next word we have is outbreak.
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 An outbreak.
So So an outbreak is a sudden start of a disease, right? Mm-hmm. Can I say, oh, I got an outbreak of flu? Can outbreak describe one person?
No, an outbreak means that it's infecting a lot of people,
Okay.
not only one person.
So that we could say there was an outbreak of the flu at the office.
Right.
Which there was.
Yeah, a lot of people got sick here with the flu.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you tell us about our third word?
Our third word is forecast.
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 Forecast. So to forecast basically means to predict.
Exactly.
For example, you talk about the weather forecast.
Yep.
Okay, great. And the last word for our language takeaway is vaccines.
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 So vaccines are something we all had when we were children.
That's true.
They are injections that you get to prevent you from getting sick later.
Right. So an injection of medicine from your doctor so that you don't get a disease in the future.
Right, when we are small, we get polio vaccines.
Yeah, or measles vaccines.
Measles,
yeah.
right. A lot of common diseases.
Yes.
Okay, so that's all for language takeaways. Some great language related to health and disease. But we also heard some great business related words in this dialogue.
That's true. There's a lot of words that you can use in a planning meeting. So let's look at those now in Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
In today's Fluency Builder, we're going to look at 4 useful phrases. Now, this first phrase you can use when you want to change the subject at a meeting. Let's listen to what they said in the dialogue.
Let's move to our next order of business. Let's move to our next order of business.
Okay, so let's move to our next order of business. It's a great way of saying, let's move on.
Exactly.
Let's pass to the next topic. Mm-hmm. Great.
Speaking of passing to the next topic, we heard another really interesting phrase in the dialogue. Let's listen.
We need to come up with a clear plan. We need to come up with a clear plan.
So we need to come up with a clear plan. We need to
Think of.
a clear plan.
Yeah, yeah.
We need to come up with.
Yeah. Okay, our third phrase we heard in the dialogue is this.
Okay, I'd like you to head up this project.
So this phrase, head up, this is a great phrase.
It means I'd like you to lead or take care of this project.
Okay. And the last phrase for Fluency Builder, you can use when you want to give someone the responsibility of a job. We heard this.
So I'll leave this to you. I'll leave this to you.
So I'll leave this to you. This is, you take charge.
Exactly. I'll leave this to you.
That's a great way of delegating a responsibility. And so we're going to leave you to listen to our dialogue a last time. And be sure to pick up all the great vocabulary that we just talked about.
Hello, and welcome to our English learning podcast where calm thinking meets smart action. My name is Liana, and I'm happy you're here with us today. We're going to talk about bird flu and how workplaces can plan ahead wisely. Our goal is simple today: to make a clear, friendly plan that keeps people safe and keeps work moving. We'll use easy English, useful phrases, and step-by-step ideas you can use immediately.
Hi everyone, I'm Luca, and I'm excited to learn with you and share practical tips. Today's topic can sound scary, but knowledge turns fear into focus. Bird flu, also called avian influenza, mostly affects birds, and human cases are rare, but planning still matters. A contingency plan means a backup plan for unusual situations, like staff illness or supply delays. We'll build language skills and a plan at the same time.
Let's start with a gentle definition so everyone feels confident. Bird flu is a virus that spreads mainly among birds, sometimes moving to other animals and only rarely to humans. If you hear letters like H5N1 or H7N9, they are types of the virus, just labels that help scientists track it. In the workplace, we don't need panic. We need preparation, communication, and kindness. A good plan protects health and protects jobs.
Here's a language note to make your vocabulary stronger. Contingency means what we'll do if something unexpected happens. Try this sentence frame. If X happens, we will do Y. For example, if a team member gets sick, we will shift tasks to a backup person. That simple conditional sentence is powerful in real planning.
Let's practice the first conditional for real actions and real time. Say, if we receive an alert about bird flu in our area, we will review our hygiene rules. Notice the structure. If plus present simple, then will plus base verb. This is a perfect pattern for workplace decisions. Keep that frame in your pocket like a helpful tool.
Before we plan, we assess risk, which means where are we exposed and how can we reduce that exposure. Make a short list of critical roles, places with many touch points, and tasks that require close contact. Touch points are surfaces many hands touch, like door handles, elevator buttons, desks, and shared tools. Useful phrase, high traffic area, meaning a place many people pass through. The more you can name risks, the better you can tame risks.
Now let's build a 5-step workplace plan that's clear and friendly. Step 1 is hygiene and respiratory etiquette. Teaching respiratory etiquette means how we cover coughs and sneezes and how we protect others' air. Practical. Sample policy sentence. If you feel unwell, stay home and inform your manager by 8 a.m. Sample sign wording, cover coughs, wash hands, and give each other space.
Here's a mini lesson on hand washing language you can post for learners at work. Say wet, lather, scrub for 20 seconds, rinse, and dry. The verb lather means to make foam with soap. The verb scrub means to rub strongly to clean. In a plan, simple verbs beat complicated words.
Gentle. Step 2 is clear communication. Choose one central channel like email, Slack, or WhatsApp for official updates. Create a call tree, which is a list showing who calls whom when quick updates are needed. Useful phrasal verbs here are reach out, check in, and follow up. Example, I'll reach out to suppliers, check in with the warehouse, and follow up with the team at noon.
Step 3 is flexible work. If your job allows remote work, prepare laptops, secure logins, and a daily check-in routine. Collocation tip, we often say staggered shifts, meaning different start times to reduce crowding. Example policy, we will stagger shifts by 30 minutes and limit meetings to 30 minutes. Shorter meetings focus minds and reduce exposure.
Helpful. Step 4 is cross-training, so one absence does not stop the whole line. Cross-training means teaching a second person to do a task as a backup. Language tip. We say single point of failure for a person or step that can break the process if it fails. Plan sentence. We will document tasks, cross-train 2 backups, and rotate duties weekly. Documentation turns know-how into shared power.
Step 5 is supply and vendor resilience. Resilience means the ability to keep going under stress. Keep a list of primary and secondary suppliers and test alternate shipping options. Sample sentence. If supplier A cannot deliver, we will place a split order with supplier B and supplier C. Redundancy, a backup, gives your plan a safety net.
Gentle. Now let's learn some polite but firm language for health boundaries. Try, I'd like to keep some distance to protect everyone, which is respectful and clear. Another phrase is, let's ventilate the room, meaning let's bring in fresh air. You can also say, would you mind opening a window, which is soft but effective. Polite language builds cooperation.
Seriously, many learners ask about the difference between must, have to, and should. Teaching. Must and have to express strong necessity, while should expresses advice. Practical. In a policy, use must or have to like you must report symptoms immediately. In coaching, use should like you should take regular breaks and drink water. Encouraging, choosing the right modal keeps tone and duty in balance.
Helpful. Let's add a few idioms so you can sound natural and professional. Teaching on the same page means we agree and share understanding. Better safe than sorry means it is wise to prevent problems early. Keep a cool head means stay calm and think clearly. Try this sentence. Let's keep a cool head and get on the same page. Better safe than sorry.
Seriously, here's a micro dialogue you can practice for calling in sick. Employee says, "Good morning. I'm feeling unwell and I have a fever, so I'll work from home today if possible." Manager replies, "Thank you for telling me early. Please rest and we'll reassign your tasks." Notice the polite opener, "Good morning," and the clear reason, "I have a fever." Clear, calm language helps everyone act fast.
Gentle, now a micro dialogue for a manager updating a team. Manager says, "Team, our priority is safety and service, so we are staggering shifts and switching some meetings to online." Team member replies, "Thanks for the update. Could you share the new shift chart?" Manager answers, "Yes, I'll post the chart and follow up at 3 p.m. Short sentences reduce confusion.
Seriously, let's talk about spaces, air, and surfaces using simple English. Fresh air lowers risk, so open windows or use proper ventilation systems when you can. High-touch surfaces like keyboards, phones, and door handles need regular cleaning. A helpful phrase is clean and disinfect, where disinfect means to kill germs after cleaning dirt. Encouraging, simple routines beat complicated promises.
Some listeners worry about masks and etiquette. If your local guidance recommends masks, use respectful language like, "I'm wearing a mask to protect you and me." You can ask, "Are you comfortable if we meet online?" which gives the other person a choice. You can suggest, "Let's book a larger room to create distance without drama." Kind choices make strong teams.
Seriously, emotional safety is part of the plan too. Avoid blame and stigma because viruses are not moral issues. Helpful phrase, "Thank you for letting us know," which shows respect when someone reports symptoms. Another phrase, "Take the time you need," which supports recovery. Compassion speeds healing and supports productivity.
Gentle, now a quick grammar insight you can use in emails. Teaching, use the present simple for schedules and the present continuous for current actions. You can write, "We hold a safety check every Monday," and "We are updating the contingency plan this week." For polite requests, use "Could you" or "Would you mind?" Example, "Could you share the attendance list by noon?"
Seriously, let's build a short template for a contingency email. Subject line, contingency update, hygiene and shifts. Body line, if you feel unwell, please stay home and inform your manager by 8 a.m. Body line, we will stagger shifts by 30 minutes and move long meetings online. Body line, please read the cleaning checklist and sign the acknowledgement form.
Help! Speaking of checklists, let's create a simple cleaning checklist in easy English. Wipe desks, sanitize keyboards, clean phone screens, empty bins, and open windows for 10 minutes if possible. Use clear verbs like wipe, sanitize, clean, empty, and open. Checklists reduce memory load and make standards visible. Visible standards build trust.
We should also discuss training moments because practice prevents panic. Run a 10-minute drill where each person says how they would cover a colleague's tasks. Use the phrase handover notes, which are written steps to help the next person. You can say, "Please keep your handover notes on the shared drive." A short drill now saves hours later.
Let's learn 3 collocations to sound professional. Say business continuity plan, incident response team, and communication protocol. A protocol is a standard way of doing something. You can say, "Our communication protocol is email, then chat, then phone if urgent." Clear order stops chaos.
Now, let's build a tiny conversation for suppliers. You say, "We'd like to confirm delivery timelines and discuss backup shipping options." Notice the formal verb confirm, which sounds professional. The supplier may reply, "We can split the order and ship from 2 warehouses." Keep records of promises and times.
Health literacy also matters, so let's explain symptoms in simple words. Common flu-like symptoms include fever, cough, sore throat, tiredness, and body aches. If someone has symptoms, the safe action is to isolate, rest, and contact a health professional as recommended in your area. Use the phrase "out of an abundance of caution," which means to be extra careful. Careful steps protect the whole team.
People ask about testing and reporting, so language clarity helps. You can say, if you test positive for an infection, please inform HR privately so we can support you and protect others. Privately shows respect for confidentiality. You can add, your personal details will be handled with care under our policy. Trust grows when privacy is honored.
Now a pronunciation moment to help you sound smooth. Say contingency with stress on the second syllable tin. Say resilience with stress on sil. Say ventilation with stress on law. Clear pronunciation builds confidence in meetings.
Culture matters too, because workplaces are diverse. In some cultures, people avoid saying no, so offer choices instead of a hard refusal. You can say, would morning or afternoon be better for your cleaning time, which invites a decision without pressure. Use gentle tone for sensitive topics like illness. Respect creates cooperation.
Let's collect key phrases you can copy into your notebook. Let's keep a cool head and follow our plan. We will shift tasks to cover absences. Please update your handover notes by Friday. Thank you for staying home when unwell. We're on the same page and will support each other.
Here is a short role play for an all-hands meeting. Leader says, our goals are health, clarity, and continuity. Team member asks, how will we track attendance and cleaning? Leader replies, we will use a simple checklist and a daily check-in form. Simple systems are easier to follow every day.
Learners often ask how to disagree politely during planning. Try, I see your point, and I'd like to add another angle. Or say, could we consider a smaller pilot before we roll this out? Pilot here means a small test. Polite disagreement improves plans.
Now, let's practice conditional forms to cover different uncertainty levels. Zero conditional is for facts. If surfaces are disinfected regularly, germs decrease. First conditional is for real possibilities. If our area issues an alert, we will switch to staggered shifts. Second conditional is for unlikely scenarios. If half the team were absent, we would pause non-critical projects. These patterns make your plan precise.
Add 2 phrasal verbs to your toolbox, roll out and scale up. Roll out means to launch something new, like a policy. Scale up means to make it larger after a successful test. Example, we will roll out the protocol this week and scale up training next month. Phrasal verbs make your English sound natural.
Mental health deserves space in every plan. Encourage breaks, quiet areas, and gentle check-ins without judgment. A helpful phrase is, how are you managing today? Which is softer than, are you okay? Normalize saying, I need a short pause, which allows recovery. Caring teams perform better.
Here's a simple daily rhythm you can teach to your team. Morning, safety check, shift chart review, vendor update. Midday, open windows, quick cleaning round, short stand-up meeting. Afternoon, handover notes, stock count, and status email. Small routines create big stability.
Leaders need language that is calm and transparent. Try, here is what we know, here is what we don't know, and here is what we are doing. This 3-part structure builds trust because it names uncertainty honestly. You can add, we'll update you again at 4 p.m. Predictable updates reduce anxiety.
Let's talk about signs and posters in plain English. Use short lines like wash hands for 20 seconds, cover coughs, and stay home if unwell. Use friendly icons and large fonts so everyone can understand. Add a QR code to your full policy for easy access. Clear visuals help language learners a lot.
A quick word on training styles for mixed-level teams. Use show and tell, where you show the action and tell the steps at the same time. Then use teach back, where the learner explains the steps to you. This confirms understanding and builds confidence. Active learning sticks better.
People sometimes confuse policy and procedure, so let's clear that up. A policy says what we believe and require, and a procedure says how we do it, step by step. Example policy, employees must report symptoms. Example procedure, call your manager by 8 a.m., complete the online form, and update your calendar. Clarity reduces friction.
Technology can support the plan without making it complicated. Use shared calendars for shift visibility and simple forms to report cleaning. Keep data light and focused on actions, not surveillance. Choose tools people already know to speed adoption. Familiar tools lower the learning curve.
Let's write a short script for a respectful health conversation. You say, "I notice you're coughing. Would you like to take a break or move the meeting online?" The phrase, "I notice," sounds gentle and avoids accusations. The phrase, "would you like," gives choice and saves face. Respect changes behavior faster than pressure.
Here are 5 power sentences you can reuse anywhere. Our plan protects people and performance. We act early to stay steady. Clear roles, simple steps, shared notes. We trust each other to report honestly. Progress, not perfection, every day.
Now let's role-play a vendor delay with calm language. You say, "We appreciate the update. Could you propose 2 backup delivery windows?" The verb propose is polite and solution-focused. The vendor might answer, "We can deliver Thursday or split the order." Meeting in the middle keeps the chain moving.
Some listeners want pronunciation for medical words they hear on the news. Say infection, symptoms, and transmission. Stress placement helps listening and speaking. Record yourself and compare because feedback trains the ear. Small practice makes big progress.
You can also teach your team positive framing. Instead of saying, "We can't do the meeting," say, "We can meet online at 2." Positive framing reduces resistance and keeps momentum. Try, "We can pack orders in waves to reduce crowding." Solutions speak louder than problems.
Documentation matters only if it's accessible. Keep your plan to 1 page for quick reading, then link to longer details. Start with 3 headings: people, places, and processes. Under people, list roles and backups. Under places, list rooms and cleaning cycles. Under processes, list steps and triggers. Clear structure guides action under stress.
Let's practice a calm announcement script for the morning briefing. Good morning, team. Our priority is health and steady service. If you feel unwell, stay home and inform your manager by 8 a.m. We are using staggered shifts and opening windows each hour. Thank you for your care for each other and for our customers.
Now, let's set 1 small homework task that builds real safety. Write 2 sentences using the first conditional about your own job. Example, if my colleague is absent, I will prepare the shipping labels. Example, if our supplier delays, we will split the order. Short sentences become strong actions when shared with your team.
You're doing great, and your English is growing with your planning skills. Remember these anchors: simple words, polite tone, clear steps, and steady routines. Keep your notebook open with your favorite phrases like "on the same page," "staggered shifts," and handover notes. Review them at the start of your shift to set your mindset. Calm planning today gives peace of mind tomorrow.
Let's pause and take 1 deep breath together as a team of learners and workers. Planning is not fear. Planning is kindness in action. Speak clearly, act early, and write things down so others can help. Keep your language gentle and your standards visible. You've got this, and we're proud of your study steps.
Let's move into real workplace scenarios so your planning becomes practical and calm. Imagine a small office with 12 people, 1 entrance, 2 meeting rooms, and a tiny kitchen, and our goal is steady service with healthy habits. We will design simple routines that anyone can follow without stress or confusion. Clear steps and kind language will keep people safe and keep business moving.
Picture the front door first, because every day begins there and habits start at the threshold. A sign can say, "If you feel unwell, please go home and inform your manager by 8 a.m. in simple English. A small table holds hand gel, spare masks if recommended in your area, and a short checklist for arrivals. When routines live at the door, people remember them with less effort.
Seriously, the arrival checklist can include 3 easy actions to reduce worry and increase clarity. Teaching. First, sanitize hands and let them dry before touching anything. Practical. Second, open windows in shared rooms for 10 minutes every hour to refresh the air. Encouraging. Third, add your name to the daily attendance list so contact tracing stays private and organized.
Here is a gentle script for a receptionist or the first person who arrives. You can say, "Good morning. Please use the sanitizer and sign the list, and let me know if you prefer a larger meeting room today." This script is polite, short, and offers a choice that respects comfort levels. Choice creates cooperation because it shows care and gives control.
Seriously. Now let us switch to a warehouse scenario where tools are shared and schedules are tight. We can label surfaces as high touch or low touch, so cleaning time is used wisely. High-touch surfaces include scanners, door handles, forklift controls, and packing tables. When labels are clear, cleaning becomes a fast routine instead of a stressful mystery.
Many learners ask for grammar that supports instructions, so let's use imperatives politely. The imperative verb form is the base verb like wash, open, or wear, and we can soften it with please to keep tone friendly. For example, please open the window for 10 minutes every hour is firm but kind. Polite imperatives protect dignity while guiding action.
We also need language for exceptions so people know what to do when plans change. Teaching. Use the phrase unless to set boundaries, like open windows every hour unless the outdoor air quality is poor. Practical. You can add a backup sentence. If windows must stay closed, run the ventilation system on high for 10 minutes. Encouraging. Backup lines make your plan resilient and reduce decision fatigue.
Let's build a color-coded response guide using easy English so everyone can remember it. Teaching. Green means routine care, like hand hygiene, ventilation breaks, and simple cleaning. Practical. Amber means enhanced care, like staggered shifts, fewer in-person meetings, and more outdoor breaks. Serious. Red means contingency mode, like remote work if possible, strict visitor control, and postponed non-essential tasks. Encouraging. Colors give quick meaning when people are busy or stressed.
We will connect the colors to triggers so actions are not random or emotional. A trigger is an event that starts a plan, like a local alert or a cluster of sickness in your team. Practical. For example, if 2 team members are absent with flu-like symptoms, we move from green to amber for 7 days. Encouraging. Triggers remove guesswork and build trust through fairness.
Communication etiquette matters because tone shapes cooperation. Use I statements to reduce blame, like, I'd like to open a window to improve the air, instead of, you never open windows. Use could and would for gentle requests, like, could we meet online this afternoon? Softness in words creates strength in teamwork.
Now let's practice an internal message that fits green mode and feels human. Subject line, daily rhythm for balance and safety. Practical. Message. We're staying in green mode this week, so please follow the ventilation breaks, the quick desk wipe at noon, and the short stand-up at 3 p.m. Message. If you feel unwell, please stay home and inform your manager by 8 a.m., and we will support your workload. Message. Thank you for steady care and clear notes because your routines protect the whole team.
When people worry about bird flu, myths can spread faster than facts, so we need simple clarifications. Teaching. A myth is a false belief, and a fact is a statement we can support with trusted guidance in your country. Practical. You can say, most cases involve birds and human cases are rare, but we still plan to reduce general infection risk. Encouraging. Calm facts lower anxiety and make good habits more likely.
Let us build a quick myth and fact board in easy phrases for the lunchroom. Teaching. Myth. Planning means we expect disaster. And fact, planning is kindness that keeps people and work steady. Practical. Myth. Masks are a punishment. And fact, masks, if recommended locally, are a shared shield to protect each other. Encouraging. Myth. Cleaning is a sign of panic. And fact, cleaning is a normal routine, like brushing your teeth.
Some teams will include animal-related work or visits to farms or markets, so language must be careful and precise. Use phrases like avoid direct contact with wild birds and do not touch dead birds unless trained and equipped. Practical. Use report sightings to the local authority if your area has a system for that. Encouraging. Clear verbs such as avoid, do not touch, and report remove confusion in serious settings.
Calm. For HR managers, privacy language protects dignity and trust. You can write, "Health information is confidential and will be handled according to our policy and the law." Practical. You can add, "If you need adjustments to your work, please contact HR privately to create a safe path for help." Encouraging. Privacy lines reduce fear and increase early reporting.
Let's add grammar that supports respectful tone while keeping power in the message. Teaching. The passive voice can focus on the action, like windows are opened every hour, when the actor is not important. Practical. The active voice can show accountability, like team leads open windows every hour, when roles matter. Encouraging. Choose active for ownership and passive for process, and mix them wisely.
Seriously, cross-training deserves more detail because it protects business continuity and gives people new skills. Write a one-page guide with 3 parts: purpose, steps, and checks. Practical. Under purpose, say, "To cover tasks smoothly if someone is absent." Encouraging. Under steps, list short actions with verbs like print labels, scan items, pack safely, and update inventory.
We will also add checks to confirm quality so speed never harms safety. You can write, "Check expiry dates, confirm order numbers, and secure boxes with 2 strips of tape." You can pair a new learner with a buddy for 2 shifts to practice the routine. Buddy systems turn learning into teamwork and confidence grow.
Language learners benefit from sentence frames that are easy to reuse in pressure moments. Try, "I suggest we ... to reduce risk," and fill the blank with "open windows, shorten the meeting, or switch to online." Try, "Could we ... for the next week," and fill the blank with "stagger shifts, limit visitors, or use bigger rooms." Frames reduce hesitation and empower polite leadership.
Meetings can become long and tiring, so we will design a 5-minute check-in that does real work. Step 1 is yesterday's wins, where people share a small success to lift morale. Practical. Step 2 is today's focus, where each person names one important task. Supportive. Step 3 is blockers, where people say what is in the way and what help they need. Encouraging. Step 4 is safety notes, where the team confirms ventilation, cleaning, and shift changes.
Calm. Step 5 is thank you and next check, which closes the loop and sets predictability. You can say, "Thank you for steady care," because appreciation feeds energy. You can add, "Next check is at 3 p.m. so people can plan their work around short anchors." Anchors create rhythm, and rhythm lowers stress.
Some listeners will manage visitors or clients, so let's write language that is firm and friendly. You can say, "We are following our safety protocol today, so we will meet in the larger room with open windows." Practical. You can add, "If you prefer, we can meet online at the same time." Encouraging. Options signal respect and lower resistance.
Cleaning teams need simple English that speeds action instead of slowing it, so we will write a mini poster. Line 1 is wipe desks and door handles at noon and 4 p.m. Practical. Line 2 is sanitize keyboards and phones after each shift. Supportive. Line 3 is empty bins daily and wash hands after touching waste. Encouraging. Line 4 is sign the checklist so everyone knows the job is done.
Let us practice pronunciation to help you speak clearly about routines in mixed-level teams. Say protocol, routine, and contingency with the stress in the marked syllables. Practical. Record yourself on your phone and compare with an online dictionary model for feedback. Encouraging. Clear pronunciation supports calm leadership, especially in short briefings.
Numbers also matter because quantity guides schedules and stock. Try this pattern. We open windows for 10 minutes every hour, we limit meetings to 30 minutes, and we hold a 5-minute check-in at 3 p.m. Use round numbers so people remember them easily. Now we will create a 5-line script for team leads who need to explain Amber mode without fear. Line 1. Our priority is health and service, and we're moving to Amber for 7 days. Line 2. We will stagger shifts and limit meetings to 30 minutes. Please open windows each hour and sign the cleaning checklist. If you feel unwell, stay home and inform your manager by 8 a.m.
Line 5 completes the script with warmth and clarity so trust remains strong. Line 5. Thank you for steady care and honest updates because your routines protect our whole community. Read the script slowly and invite questions so people feel included. Inclusion calms nerves and turns announcements into teamwork.
For learners, idioms add natural sound, so we will choose gentle ones that fit professional tone. Try on the same page, by the book, and learn the ropes, which are safe and clear. You can say, let's do this by the book today and help new colleagues learn the ropes. Idioms in small doses make English friendly and real.
Cultural notes keep teams respectful, especially in global companies, so we will discuss directness and indirectness. In some cultures, direct requests feel efficient, while in others, softened requests feel polite. A hybrid line like, could we open the window for fresh air, balances clarity and kindness. Balance builds bridges and prevents friction.
Now we will write a short call tree guide in simple English that works even during busy hours. Step 1. Manager calls team leads at 8:30. Step 2. Team leads call their groups by 8:45. Step 3. Everyone replies yes or no so we know who received the message. Step 4. If someone does not answer, send a short text with the update.
To reduce rumor risk, clarity beats silence, so we will schedule regular updates.
Well, right. Let's move to our next order of business. As many of you are aware, in recent weeks there has been a lot of media coverage surrounding this bird flu issue. And it's come to my attention that our company lacks any sort of bird flu contingency plan.
Basically, we need to come up with a clear plan. We need to outline specific actions that our company can take to maintain critical business functions in case a pandemic strikes.
So what I'd like to do is first appoint someone to look after drafting our plan. Ralph, I'd like you to head up this project.
Sure, no problem. What issues do you want me to consider?
Well, let's see. There are a few points we need to be thinking about. First, I'll need you to analyze our numbers and figure out what kind of financial impact an outbreak might have.
You'll also need to think about how we can avoid any of our employees getting infected. Think of ways to reduce employee-customer contact, perhaps some IT solutions that will allow our people to work from home.
I guess you'll need me to forecast employee absences as well, right? And I'll think about the impact this will have on our clients. Hey, what about vaccines? Should we be thinking about getting vaccines for our employees?
Exactly right. So I'll leave this to you, and well, we'll review the draft plan in 2 weeks. Okay, so anyone want to order some KFC for lunch?
Okay, great. So this contingency plan idea is really interesting, right?
Yeah, it makes sense for a company to prepare in case there is an outbreak of bird flu. I mean, they need to maintain their critical business functions, even if all of the employees are sick, hey?
Right, I guess that's really important, and you have to forecast all these possibilities, like people are going to be away from the office, or even forecast less sales, etc.
That's right. The interesting thing is that businesses that may not actually be involved in food production or raising chickens or something like that are making these contingency plans. I find that really fascinating. So it seems there is a lot of fear out there about the possibility of a pandemic.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll come out with a vaccine so we don't have to worry about these things.
That's true. But until then,
we'll have to create contingency plans.
That's right.
Okay, guys, we're out of time today, and I hope you enjoyed our lesson and found all these words and phrases really useful, and you can apply them in real life.
All right, guys, thanks for listening. And be sure to check out our website, EnglishPod.com, where you can leave all your questions and comments. Marco and I are always around to answer your questions. So
until then, it's bye.
Goodbye.
The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word. An issue that must be discussed. Order of business. Flu originated from birds that carry virus. Bird flu. A plan that prepares for a situation where things can go wrong. Contingency plan. Extremely important. Critical. A situation where a disease is spread out very quickly and affects many people in many countries. Pandemic. Make a first version of something. Draft. Major influence or effect on something. Impact. A sudden start of disease affecting many people. Outbreak. Lead and be responsible for. Head up. Predict what is going to happen based on available information. Forecast. Medical substance that protect people or animal against diseases. Vaccine. Let's try that faster. A situation where a disease is spread out very quickly and affects many people in many countries. Pandemic. Predict what is going to happen based on available information. Forecast. Flu originated from birds that carry virus. Bird flu. A situation where a disease is spread out very quickly and affects many people in many countries. Pandemic. A sudden start of disease affecting many people. Outbreak. An issue that must be discussed. Order of business. Medical substance that protect people or animal against diseases. Vaccine. A sudden start of disease affecting many people. Outbreak. Flu originated from birds that carry virus. Bird flu. A sudden start of disease affecting many people. Outbreak. Lead and be responsible for. Head up. Predict what is going to happen based on available information. Forecast. Lead and be responsible for. Head up. A situation where a disease is spread out very quickly and affects many people in many countries. Pandemic. A plan that prepares for a situation where things can go wrong. Contingency plan. Make a first version of something. Draft. Flu originated from birds that carry virus. Bird flu. An issue that must be discussed. Order of business. Make a first version of something. Draft. An issue that must be discussed. Order of business. Now say the word and hear it in a sentence. Critical.
It's absolutely critical that we increase our sales. If not, the company will go bankrupt.
Impact.
The cost savings plans have a positive impact on our profits.
Draft.
I'm going to draft an email. Can you read it when I'm done?
Contingency plan.
The purpose of this meeting is to develop a contingency plan in case the workers decide to strike.
Forecast.
John, please tell us about the forecast revenues and expenses for the upcoming month.
Outbreak.
This outbreak has already caused more than 1,000 deaths.
Head up.
If I receive the promotion, I will be heading up the implementation of new policies.
Critical.
It's absolutely critical that we increase our sales. If not, the company will go bankrupt.
Impact.
The cost savings plans have a positive impact on our profits.
Draft.
I'm going to draft an email. Can you read it when I'm done?